I don't use SolidWorks professionally either.
What?
You don't use it at work?
I used to.
Used to, but not at work
Used
anymore.
to. I used to use it at work too.
Not anymore, Mark. You're just hot sauce guy now.
I'm just a hot sauce guy. No, I get lots of angry emails. That's what I get.
Did you actually eat the hot sauce, or because that looked a little fake?
It was a little fake, yeah. So for filming, we were filming for a while though, but like it was the kind of thing where like what did get somewhat tiresome is like we would film a couple of lines because we didn't know how they get spliced together. So we filmed most of the lines as almost like one-liners. Like we just filmed the line and like we'll splice this together later. But like between every cut, the director would be like, "All right, hold on," and he'd like walk in and like had like a bottle of a spray bottle. It was just like soaking both of us down, like the start of the foreheads, and then like get our shirts wet, and then progressively.
I would have just used super soakers and do it from distance.
But like between every take, he's like, "This is looking great. This is looking great." Oh, yeah, but getting your. He goes. You're like.
Like a cat being told not to do something.
It was like that. It was like that over and over and over again. He's like, "This is looking great, guys. This is great. All right, let's go to the top of page 3 now. Okay, ready? All right, and go when you're ready."
I really like the style of like doing all the kind of popular YouTuber styles and YouTube styles, like the Casey Neistat type of video, the hot ones. It was different. It was.
It worked with the online format too. The fact that like we're online this year again, so it meant that tied in really well. That was just luck of the draw.
Yeah. Because what was the previous year? No, it was naturally there wasn't a.
There was work from home alone, so we had the CAD cops. Yeah. Oh no, that was online. I don't know what Nashville was. I don't remember.
I don't think there was, and people got quite upset there was no skit.
Right, that was the year there was no skit. Yeah, people were upset. Skits came back, just like the colors on the feature tree.
People were very upset about that.
Well, we were glad we didn't see any green lawnmowers.
Yeah.
So,
Thank God
for the icons. Funny icon story coming for you guys. So we have T-shirts. After we changed the icons, we had T-shirts made that said "Don't panic, we just changed the colors." And we had those made during beta, and they were cool. And then once we released it, and there was all the backlash for people hating the colors, you know, GP wasn't the CEO at the time. Whoever was CEO at the time. Not even GP.
Bernard Seco.
All right, we got an email basically saying like, if you have one of these shirts, that's cool. Do not bring it to World. We made the shirts. We thought it'd be funny, and like users are really upset about the color change. So if you have one of these shirts, do not wear it out in public at World. And we're like, oh, okay, bummer. So like,
I remember that, and I was all for the color change because it didn't bother me in the least. Being color.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I was like,
too.
oh, it's changed. Cool. Carried on.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
I was working the support desk at the time at I can't remember if it was Cat Edge or Trimac, but people were like once or twice a day get like an angry call from a customer like demanding to be able to get the colors back, and I was just like, look, man, it's just the colors. There were people who told me they wanted to...
Somebody came out with there's a third party something or other you can add in to get your colors back.
Oh, that's funny. Somebody wrote an API for it.
Yeah, and you could bring the colors back.
So I mean,
yeah,
there
was an option added. I think like
there's a setting
like
for it
SP3 or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny about that is that it was Jim Wilkinson's team at the time, the UI team. They designed that color scheme after a ton of work. I mean, years before that version went live, they designed it, and then all of our new apps and a bunch of Dassault apps behind the scenes were using our color scheme that we had designed and done a bunch of market research on. So they were using our new colors, and then we finally got around to redesigning our UI, and so it looked like we were the late ones to the party, but we were the ones who actually designed that color scheme.
That's funny. So, I didn't know that we designed it first. Yeah,
we designed it first, but then all the X apps and all the online stuff started. Like it's like, oh, someone's already done this market research. Let's use this color scheme. So we look like we were late to our own party, but we made all.
Mark Johnson has all the inside stories. I feel like I should just log out and watch now that I know Mark Johnson's in here.
All the juicy bits.
It's good to have you both joining us.
Yeah, like Johnny and I have always discussed, and we brought up the green lawnmower, and that got us like we were watching General Session yesterday when they were kind of doing the same thing, a product being developed across the platform, and how we almost fell asleep. But what you guys did with Jason Poole over Slug Me, kind of the way that you guys had showcased the platform and how it can be worked was the best display, the best showcase of the platform I've ever seen, because there was so much passion behind it. There was so much, it was all done by the community. There was no like corporate curtain in front of it.
Yeah, it wasn't,
Right.
you know, so scripted and rehearsed looking. It was natural and realistic.
Oh, that's just what Andy and I do all the time. Like log in, have modeling sessions, pick each other's brains, usually make fun of each other for the modeling technique each other's using, and so it was, just a day in the life.
Why aren't you using fully defined
Rotate
sketch?
it this way.
Why
God.
aren't you using fully defined sketch? I'm sorry, what now? It's funny that you learn the tools that you learn when you learn it are like the tools you will always use. So I use, I use the view palette for dragging views in, but a lot of people use insert model view, and there are all the different ways you can do it, but you do like what you learn and what you remember. I
don't know, Mark.
I say file
think
new
that
drawing.
says more about you than everyone else.
Do you use mouse gestures? You use mouse gestures,
Of
don't
course
you?
I
You're one
do,
of those people.
but
You're one of
Yeah,
those
man.
But
You're one of
here's a
those people.
confession. Here's a confession. I'm still, my mind is only evolved enough to use 4 slices of the mouse gesture.
That is hilarious. You're stuck on regular Nintendo while the rest of us are on Super NES. Come on.
Yeah, with the
It's okay.
joystick.
I don't use any shortcuts.
S key.
No,
not even
no,
that.
it doesn't even use
No
the S key.
keyboard, no
So
mouse
do you have
gesture.
toolbars instead of the command manager?
Nothing.
It just goes through all the
See,
all the
And
bars,
he's
all
saying,
the menus.
they were just saying yesterday, like every time they try to do a Model Mania, they're like super slow. It's like there's tools to help you be faster.
I use the S key. I told Kirby about it like 9 months ago, and I was like, "Hang on, what?"
I was like, that's cool. I'm never going to use it. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
so
the S key
set.
now. Hold on. Do you use command search?
Yes, I use that, but I only use that for.
So the S key now
I use that
has
for one
command
feature.
search.
I use that for one feature, and that's split.
Split.
Why not
Yeah.
just add it to your toolbar at that point?
Nope.
It's just.
He just searches it every time.
I feel like I'll spend more time trying to figure out how to do that than just go to my taskbar and just split.
Kirby's the kind of guy who is like, "Yeah, I'll just do it this time, and then eventually I'll sort it." But then he just goes, "Oh, well, I'll only use it like, twice a day, so I'll just do it twice a day because why not?"
You know what I'll say though is kind of funny, because every time I come back to SolidWorks now, because I'm in 3D Experience apps a lot, I love like X Shape and all that, and every time I come back to SolidWorks, I'll have all the buttons on my shortcut keys, on my mouse gestures and stuff, and I'm just typing like every single command now, and that's not even a thing to do on 3D Experience. So I don't know why that's happening lately.
It is an X-Gen. It's weird. Like X generative design has like changed my brain to like that's what I do is like I drag type. So I have caught myself doing that in SolidWorks with command search.
I don't
But
even
I
want
do
to
go-
mention
I
that
do
other
go up to-
that other CAD product that had the command line, and it's like I always used to make fun of that, and now it's like here I am.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Don't. I used to. Hey, that was a jam. We modeling in 2.5D. It wasn't 3D. It was 2.5D. You could do extrudes and give things depth, but in R13, if you made a solid, you took like a square and made a new profile. You lost the snap points, didn't work. So you had to like keep sketch geometry so you could like grab the box and the sketch so your snap points would work.
Wow, who would have thought, man? Invite Mark Johnson, you'd be getting R13 tips and tutorials.
It's a long time ago.
Well, turn on O snap. Yeah. That was a
Turn
long time
on
ago, man.
OSNAP.
Yeah.
That should be a T-shirt.
Turn on
That'd be-
The best T-shirt I've seen in one world was Marcus Brown. Everyone knows Marcus. And Marcus had a shirt that had the picture of the extrude symbol on, and it said "like a boss."
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That's great.
That's sweet.
Marcus
thought-
like, "What do you think?" I'm like,
Was it the blue icon or the green and yellow?
It was the green and yellow. Thank you. very
Ah.
much. It was old school.
That,
It was predates that.
That blue icon shirt, I had never seen it. I had never even heard of it. And then like it was when I first started working from Waltham. It's like hanging up on Gabe Enright's cube. He like still has it. It's just hanging there. I was like, what is this? This is amazing.
Oh, good. SolidWorks has a good sense of humor. All those guys in Waltham.
We have a good sense of humor, but we find it's one of those things where we have the sense of humor that it doesn't always translate well, or not that it doesn't translate well, but the user community sometimes gets upset about. We're like, we made this joke and it was really funny, and all of us laughed, but like other people are taking it really seriously. So if you guys could knock it off, that'd be great.
Nice.
You know, as the longer version of Hot Saw has a couple of jokes which are, because we just did like one line.
We need to find a way to release the not safe for work version of Hot Saw. Please.
Yeah, we just kept doing it. They're like, keep saying things. Like, keep
there you go.
We'll do it.
I was like, I'll keep making fun of Mike. I'll keep making fun of Al Denozer, which hopefully you guys got that joke.
I think so.
No, I
guys
did.
do?
I was trying to think about that. What is it?
So okay.
Oh, wait. Go ahead.
So when NVIDIA came out with the AI denoiser,
okay,
it was on
looks
the
like
slides, but it was on the slides though. Like when
I
they
feel
first
like
showed,
we should totally like just given Andy clues and see how long it would have taken.
I
him to
did.
figure
I
it
did.
out.
Once you said it like that, I was like, oh, denoiser. Dude loves GPUs. It must be that. But I didn't realize it was like the AI looked like an AL, so it was like Al denoiser.
But when they first showed, like when they first like unveiled it and they were on stage at World, we're all sitting in the audience and it says it's like the third thing down now with Al Denozer, and we're all like, who the fuck is Al Denozer?
Who the who?
Who is this guy? Is that with this? What does that mean? Is this guy like? And then he's like, with the new AI Denozer, we're all in the audience. We're like, oh, AI Denozer. But on the stage at World, it says A. And like I was sitting, I'm trying to remember who I was sitting with, and they're like, who the hell's Al Denozer? Do you know this guy? I don't know who this guy is.
Andy, if
I've
you
never heard
watch
this.
if you wasted like 2.5 hours of your life and watched the new version of Space Jam, you would have gotten the Al version of AI.
I did not watch.
I did not watch the new
I'm
Space
not
Jam,
planning on
You're
that
lucky.
either. Yeah.
Just don't.
Are you required to do that being in Cleveland? You have to at least know about all things involving LeBron James.
Dude, with sports, that's like the only time in life that I'm like completely judgmental and spiteful. So like once LeBron left, I never forgave him. When he came back and won a championship, everyone was like back on board and I was hating the whole thing.
Good for you.
I got I'm trying to find it here. Tadic, I got something for you. It's Tom Brady's daughter has held the Super Bowl trophy more times than the Cowboys have won playoff games.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's some crazy stats like that.
All right.
He's like third.
Tadic
Somebody
loves
released he's
Brady.
third
New topic.
overall.
New topic.
Loves
Wait,
Brady.
this is a good one though. He's third overall in NFC wins for quarterbacks. Like, but he's only been in the NFC for 2 years. I mean, that's crazy. So
It's
like
so
a
stupid.
vast majority of the numbers are literally Super Bowl wins.
Ugh,
It's nuts.
whatever.
And I hate him with a passion. I like hate him more than any other football player ever. Maybe
Can we
Gronk.
talk about this background right here that they have? It's so awesome with
Yes,
Sean
so
kind of like
good.
just creeping in the back.
You want to see him even more creepier?
Yes. Yes.
That one just gets me.
He's like looking right at you. Just like the slight hunch too. It's like, hey.
Hello.
You need to have like some like menacing. Do you have like menacing music that you'd hear like in a thriller?
Wow, that was fast.
Dude, they're so fast with the sound effects.
I can't believe it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I had a lot more, but I had to get most of them were just fart noises.
Yeah, you don't need that board now, do
number
you?
of boards. 70%
Still
are
one.
fart noises.
It literally was.
I will laugh every time.
He turned up and I was like, they're the best sound effects you've got on here at the minute? Like, we're going to need something more advanced than just farts. For like 3 days.
We had Ed Eaton giving us a tour of the convention center yesterday.
Yeah,
And
it was great.
He managed to get inside the actual hallways, and I played that.
That's awesome.
Also made it a bit creepy for him.
It was kind of creepy him walking around in that empty building. Also, why were those escalators so skinny?
They were creepy.
It was like single file escalators, but it was like single file for like, you know, NASA's like average size human. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
we would struggle
50%
with
of
them.
people are too big.
Yeah, we would. You know, it'd be tight, especially on a.
I think it'd be tight for me. Post COVID.
And the lifts were just as slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that
And
lift
it
for a long time.
Max capacity of 2 people.
2
What
sticks.
is that?
Brandon in our chat says that your background is awesome.
Thank
Andy.
you.
Are you.
Yeah, I change it
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time.
You a fan of music?
No, I don't really
Little bit.
listen to music.
Just likes album art.
Yeah.
Did-
I just have like 500 records.
Did you make the bracket yourself?
Yeah, designed in XDesign and 3D printed.
Hashtag
There's like
sponsored.
Got a little
video.
video about it.
Yeah, there's a video floating
Send a
around.
link, Andy.
Dude, it would
That
take me
was-
so long to find that.
That was
I
like
have
your
no
first
idea.
project as
Yeah, it
as
was
an
one of them.
employee.
What? It was a funny experiment in sound as well because I had just like it was like COVID had just happened. I like created an office
Johnny's on
in
it.
my guest bedroom. He's looking for it. I created an office in my guest bedroom or a desk in my guest bedroom, and then recorded a video of me like, you know, supposedly having this like COVID problem where now I got to like create an office somewhere. I wanted to create a cool background. So I print these things and the sound is just echoey the whole time. And then the last scene, I had the records up. I didn't realize it till I recorded it, but just putting the records on the wall, the sound was like so much better in the room because the records like created this like dampening effect. It was kind of wild, but
Really?
It's what my Lego does
Affected
that.
it that much?
really?
Behind me at home, I'm at Johnny's place at the moment. Behind me, I've got a massive wall of just tons of Lego. Way too much. I mean,
Yeah, it just bounces off all the different.
I've got a set here as well. Even just
Just in case you want to get going with them. It's great, man.
So great.
gotta have one
Dude,
at.
have you talked to Mark Johnson about Legos yet?
We talk all the time about Lego.
All right,
Nice.
great.
How's your
Johnny, we're friends on the Book of Faces, so we're you know
how's your Saturn V launch pad going?
it is going quite well. I'm on step like 980 of 1200, so it's almost done. I've had to take it off the desk and put it on the floor to keep working on it because it's that tall.
I mean, even
I was gonna ask, how tall is it?
even
Yeah,
when
that's
building
awesome.
the Saturn V itself, I enjoyed the fact that I had to put it on the floor and like work on it versus on a table. That was great.
I have a picture of my daughter
So-
standing next to it, like when I first finished it, because when she was 3, because she was helping me put a couple pieces together and whatnot. I also like that set had 1,969 pieces. I thought that was a nice thing.
Yeah, they did.
All right,
Oh,
so
very cool.
I call the interviewer role now because this is so intriguing to me. Like,
So I have. So
all right, I
Saturn V
was
is
more. Hang on.
there.
Wait, what?
I have the Saturn V rocket, the camera. So I'm gonna kind of spin the camera around the room here since we're
Do it.
trying to make everyone drunk. So they're
Whoa.
Jenny's city sets that she's worked on.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Is that like
And
all
then
of
we-
San Francisco?
Keep going around. We have. There's the.
My God.
There's all the Lego. There's all that stuff. There's the roller coaster and stuff. And then my wife is hiding behind her monitors over there.
Did you guys
She
paint
waves.
hexagons on your wall? Or is
Jenny!
that like
No, those are actually to help with the echo. Those are like
a little
Yeah,
foam
foam
panels?
sound.
they're the foam- yeah, so
Nice.
because
Wait, Jenny's
then-
back there?
Yeah,
she's hiding?
She's
Yeah,
hiding.
she
She
stuck her
waved.
Jenny,
hand
I see
out.
your elbow.
Second wave. There she's waving.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, Jenny.
Tadic's is high. And then we have this shelf over there where there's the Coliseum, and some other stuff. And then behind me is.
Guys, this is some exclusive material for your podcast.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta
I've
do.
never even seen this. Oh,
So next thing I
SolidWorks
have
I've
to
seen
do-
it. He showed it to me once.
So next thing I have to do is I actually
Show
have
us
to
what's
take
in your
this
fridge.
Yeah, what's in your fridge?
So this shelf has to come off. I got to do this weekend. I got to take this shelf off and take another 2x4 and biscuit join it together because the new Saturn V launch pad is too wide to fit on a 2x12.
Nice.
So I have to make this top. I have to make the shelf 2 or 3 inches deeper so I can fit the Saturn V.
I had to lift one of my shelves so I can fit my 8080, but I absolutely butchered it. I eyeballed all the holes, got it up there, and it was all skewy, and I was like, damn it. So I had to move it. Yeah, it was a party foul on my end. I should have just measured. But yeah, I ended up with 8 holes instead of 2.
Did I use routing for this? No, I did not use routing for this.
Oh, you've shown me a photo of them holes, Kirby. It is bad, that.
I'm not going to try
It's just like a pin cushion on his wall.
Wait, so I was more of like a constructs guy when I was. Do you guys remember constructs?
Oh, constructs are the best. I had a ton of those as a
Yes.
kid.
Yeah, with
What
like
was
a little
the-
blue
With a little
connector,
blue 4x things.
corner
Yeah.
connectors, and
What
then
were the
gray.
metal things called?
Those were
Remember the metal
connects.
ones?
Mechanic.
No.
Meccano
Well,
I gotta look it up.
with like the
Which
little
one-
metal
that reminds me,
strips
have
and
you
the
seen-
bolts and nuts.
Whatever.
That's
My
Meccano.
question is,
Sorry.
I never
Yeah.
really got into Legos, but because I was more of a constructs kid, but my kids are into Legos now, and it like intrigues me. You guys being like having an engineering and design background, do you follow the steps step by step always? And is that like the thing to do, or do you like freestyle or try to figure it out on your own? Like, what's the tactic?
It depends. In the set that I'm doing now, the giant Saturn V tower is not like an official set, so I very frequently am like, I can't find a piece I need. I'm like, well, I'm gonna do this the way I want to do this, and so I'm grabbing different pieces and making it work the way I want.
I
But for
never
the most
even
part,
thought
yeah.
about that. Is there like whole communities where they're
Yes.
making their own instructions to build?
It-
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's
so,
cool,
so
man.
that's what the Saturn V. The Saturn V is not an official set. It's a 12,000 piece set that like someone designed.
Oh.
Someone designed it and put the PDF online and said. And
Do they
also
use
made
Composer to do it?
Lego has its own proprietary software.
Yes, they do. They don't use
All right,
any
all
of our
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, they.
that-
And so
those are
have
the
you
holes
guys
that I
created
butchered.
your own instructions?
Don't show them that, Kirby. Jesus.
What is this? I can't
That's
see. I
great.
can't tell.
That's the holes that I tried. I needed 2 holes.
The man should not be given a power tool.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like my Star Wars wall.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, trying to find this. If I can, I'll zip this up.
Have you guys created your own instructions for the community?
So I'm too dumb to do that. I just build the sets. But with the big 8080 I got, it was the first kind of big set that also has a very nice interior. So I'm busy collecting little stormtroopers to fill it up, and the shelf that I've put it on, I've put base plates, and I'm going to make a little Hoth scene. So it's like my first time attempting doing a mock, what they call it. So
Nice.
I'm looking at a lot of reference images and that stuff, and every now and then going to the Lego store, you get a little bucket, and you go to like, it's like a pick and mix. Pick your bricks off the wall, and you put them in your bucket, and you go.
Nice,
So
yeah.
I'm messing around with that at the moment.
So this is the
Erector
go-to
set
website.
was I was looking for. I've never heard of
what
Meccano.
set?
Erector
Meccano,
set.
so the question with Meccano for you guys in the
Director
UK.
say, yeah.
So question for the UK guys: have you seen James May's series Toy Stories?
Mm-hmm.
The house that he did.
The Lego
Where he builds
house.
the house of Lego, and then he builds the bridge of the Meccano, and he does the Spitfire of 1-to-1 scale. Okay, you've seen that then. So
He
and
makes
these
a
are-
1-to-1 scale
out
Spitfire.
of like you did plastic air models. He makes a 1-to-1 scale plastic
Yeah,
Spitfire.
Airfix model.
Dude,
Airfix
sick.
model.
I
The-
love
the
James May too.
racetrack,
I gotta
the-
look this up.
The
I
racetrack.
forget what car company it was, but I saw like a full size truck at one of our auto shows once out of Legos. That was pretty amazing. And then of course there's the Mall of America in Minneapolis that
They've got a
has
massive
crazy
store.
Lego displays. So all right, so I have a 7-year-old boy that is my 9-year-old girl is into Legos too. So they're both into Legos. Do you guys have any recommendations for them?
It depends what kind of like
Yeah.
films or cartoons they're into.
My boy's into Star Wars.
Star Wars Lego.
Sorry, Lego.
There you go.
Or
Well, which ones?
Then you graduate
Which
to
ones?
sets and-
How much do you want to spend? Because
I know, yeah. It
So,
is
like,
pretty crazy.
my largest sets are close to about 700 pounds. A lot of the
Jenny, how
smaller
much
ones,
that much?
Titanic?
I don't love my son that much yet.
Money.
like the ones that I can see Johnny has here, which they're about so big. They're closer to about 100
Go
pounds
on,
or so.
insult me.
What?
Go on, insult me. Go on.
No, well, you've just moved here, so you've got.
That looks
you could,
impressive.
I've got an image that I'll make my background.
I posted some links in the chat, by the way. So one of them is to Bricklink, which is the go-to website for
I got banned
sets,
from there.
instructions, and whatnot.
You're banned from it.
I got banned from Bricklink.
How did
How do you get
okay,
banned
How did you get banned from Bricklink?
From a Lego website.
We don't need your Wikipedia for
There you
constructs here.
go. Nice.
I just got this on eBay for my boy. This is like
Sick, man.
almost a complete set from childhood. Yeah, look at this. But you could totally like freestyle. All those different things you could build. It's so cool.
So what will happen is, for example, a lot of the big sets will have unique pieces to just that set.
Right.
So some people will buy a whole set just to start to collect them up, and then they'll sell add it to their inventory. And this is the beauty of what Bricklink does, is that you can just say, I bought this set, and you add that to your inventory, and then that creates a store for you with that inventory. And then if people want a specific group of parts, they can buy them from all different stores around the world and collect their sets. So that's how Mark put together his
So in that the zip, there's a zip file there. It's in my Dropbox thing. So that has it's the PDF instructions, and the last page obviously has the full inventory of what you need. There's also an IO file, which is the file that you need for Bricklink. So you can make a new wish list, drag and drop.
That doesn't
and it will
work.
give you a list of.
Hold on, are we supposed to be paying someone for this stuff though?
What, Saturn 5? No,
Yeah.
it's free. Free.
Really? Wow.
yeah.
The
So,
community
That's
is
beautiful, man.
The sets are
Give it to the people.
like
Yeah.
some people will sell the instructions, but it'll be like $5 or so,
Right.
because you go off and buy the pieces. Like Mark, you said that you spent quite a bit of time figuring out what you had already.
Yeah, Jenny and I went through because my wonderful wife is insane, like me. I'm gonna try and find. I can't change. I can't make.
She should meet my wife and convince her to help me.
Jenny, we should visit the UK. Visit the UK and come see you. I'm trying to find a picture of it. So Jenny organized Jenny and I both did, but it was Jenny's the one who continues to maintain the inventory. Let me go with that.
Brad has a Harry Potter Lego in their house. Dan running the Hive Hangouts. I get dropped. How swole is Dan? I did not see that coming, by the way.
I didn't see that coming either.
Oh, yeah,
It
dude.
was like
He is.
he needs like a
jacked.
seamstress to like
He is
fix all the
absolutely
seams
jacked.
on his
That's
shirt.
right. Like, I'm gonna properly move out of the way. Like, those arms.
So I can't change.
Look at that. How'd that get through TSA when he flew to Walton?
I really hope he's still watching.
like he was wearing this same red shirt on Monday, and we only ever see him from the shoulders up. But he's jacked.
Oh yeah.
Dan
Yeah, definitely.
Swolner, I'm gonna call him.
He'll like that, Kirby. Yeah. Nice.
So, is there a way I can send a picture? Can you post pictures into chat? of
You can.
things?
You can. I did see someone do that.
That's a
Let's see if-
perfect
see
screenshot,
this
by the way.
works.
Like his little smirk, just like, yeah, what's up?
He knows.
I
Yeah,
can
whenever
do-
you're done with that machine, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just realizing I got like multiple screens. I'm just the one like interview that I really wanted to see was with Kate Reed, and it happened while I was in here.
Dan's still watching.
Oh, Dan's still
I'll
watching.
go back. Nice, good. What's up,
see if that
Dan?
works. So, can you click on? Does that link? Does that work for you guys?
Yeah, that allows me to download it.
You know what we should talk about without giving anything away for Dan's sake is Slug Me 7 a little bit. We gotta start
Well, I think-
brainstorming on that a little
I
more.
know.
Oh, there's
Well, it is
Crazy.
Is this yours?
It is public.
Yes.
Oh,
what
very
we did-
cool.
So Jenny and I
Muffin
made that
tins.
Jenny and I made that piece of furniture. It's just furniture grade plywood and then some aluminum C channel, and those are bins from IKEA. And then we sorted all the big pieces, and then Jenny at some point decided to be completely insane and keep sorting the little pieces, and like then we start buying the little things. So which is scary when I say to her, I'm looking for a flex. I'm looking for this. Do you know where I can find another one of these? And she's like, third shelf down, 2 bins in, I think. And she knows because like we were both working on Legos. She's building her sets and I'm working on mine, and she knows where most of the things are. And I'm starting to learn.
How much do the kids in the family get into these? And like, do they get discipline if they like don't put something back? Or I mean, that's got to be serious.
So with it's in that picture. We have the big shape sorters. You know, you put the bins in, you shake, and then the smaller pieces fall down and what fall through.
No way. That's awesome.
They're behind
So we
Johnny's
have-
head.
Yeah, right there. So we have those, and we use those and we tell the kids to put the pieces in there because if kids are left to put pieces away, they will not be put in the correct place.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
will not. You'll never. So
Leave
when
them in
kids
the
are like
shape
when they're done, they're
sorters.
like just okay, put them in the thing, and Jenny and I will. Jenny and I, but Jenny and I mean Jenny will take them apart and sort them and put them where they need to go. So that is all. That's all Jenny. She's the rock star for that. But the kids definitely into it too. They build tons of sets. Lily is the one who does the most. Just grabs pieces and builds random stuff. Most creative. Thomas is got all the big Harry Potter sets and whatnot. The Diagon Alley, and he did the Harry Potter castle and whatnot. And Stella, what is Stella getting into now? She used to be into like the Lego Friends sets, but she's.
I feel like we've
She's
been very
getting
out
ideas.
Legoed.
Yeah.
This Brick Link site is
Dude,
pretty amazing. That like changes my whole outlook on Legos.
It's what's amazing is you need to when I was trying to buy the pieces for I needed, if I just drag and drop the IO file into Bricklink that said quick buy, it came up with like $1,800 to like individually order all the pieces from like 6 different stores. And then I was like, well, let me go through what I have, and I went through all the bins we had, and I went through and we pulled tons of pieces, and we pulled probably about 8,000 of the 12,000. And then it was only like a couple $100 to order the rest of the ones. And I was like, well, this is actually doable now. This is actually realistic. This is not just something that's absolutely ridiculous.
So do you guys ever freestyle and just like not have a plan and just start building something?
I do at Christmas. So we have a Lego train that goes around our tree, and always buy a bit of the Christmas Village type of pieces that they release every year. But I always kind of build little things to kind of link them together. Like one of them is just like a fireplace with a Santa, so I would turn that into like a photo booth with a couple
Nice.
of
So,
little bits.
so
that I-
Legos has train track sets like pieces.
Yeah.
They don't make
Oh.
many anymore, but I've got like a special holiday train that's got a tree on it, and it's got a motor and it goes around. I even put train sounds in my soundboard. 'Cause I just wanted. I was just sitting there, just like beep beep. I deleted them now.
So I usually use Legos to solve like an engineering problem kind of a thing. Like if let's see if I can unmute my background, or
Get
fuzz.
out of here.
So like this is
you don't use simulation, you use Legos.
Well, this is standing up because I've built with extra white and black pieces this base plate here with a giant pad so that it holds the rocket upright and it doesn't tip over all the time. So like when I free build, I'm free building to solve some problem that I've created. So
to solve some Lego problem that you
usually
created.
a Lego problem. It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have a Lego problem.
No, I
need to solve it.
I thought like you were gonna take us on a tour of your kitchen. You're gonna be like, man, this handle broke, and then like,
Just Legoed it up,
yeah.
That's how I am with 3D printers, man. If you like walk around my house, like there's just random 3D printed parts like everywhere that like
There's
solve
just that
all these
like manila colored plastic.
So I
everywhere.
ordered these, or I just ordered. Well, I mean, you could from this guy. Let me phrase it. I bought the STL from this guy for
Ooh.
$19 or something. So it's a
Oh, cool.
And so it's a way to mount the cars on the wall like that.
Yeah.
And he sells the STL for like $19. I'm like, cool. He's an engineer. He's designed this thing. Support people who content creators. So I bought this from this guy, and I'm waiting to print it in the Fab Lab.
$19. Now that it's bestseller, it's $33.90.
Well, that's if you want the actual brackets.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's select the option.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
You can
that's a
also
plan.
got it. Yeah, that's cool, man.
He'll sell you the printed brackets, or he'll sell you the STL. So I assume it's a he.
That's nice of you. I would have looked
Yeah,
at
James.
it, taken a screenshot, and modeled it, done it for free. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll just
So
copy it.
I've
So I
actually
have
been
that.
looking for a mount because I just built the Lamborghini. I've been looking for a mount to be able to put the Lamborghini on the wall.
So I have
there we go.
I have the Ferrari, I have the F1 car behind me, I have the green Le Mans racer over there. I want the Lamborghini. For one of the things that someone sent to me is a picture of, here it is.
Lamborghini's like 30% off on Amazon.
Is it?
Yes.
That's good to know. Someone sent this to me.
It's gonna be ordered in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Someone sent this to me. It's a link of all the cars compared by their size, and so one of the problems of this, I guess, is that like they're not true to scale. I don't believe, but it's just the kind of thing where like if you build one and then you start building more of them, the OCD in me like wants them to be all the same size. So if I'm
Right.
gonna have them on
Or
the wall,
appropriately sized.
and they're
Like
not.
a Mazda Miata should be smaller than a Lamborghini.
Right, like the Ferrari at the bottom there, which actually had ANSYS stickers, so I definitely did put the ANSYS stickers on the model.
Sure, I'm sure that's a hot item, a Mazda Miata Lego set.
Yeah, man. Hey, some people are very, very devoted
Some
to
people
their
love their
Mazda
Miatas.
Miatas. Yeah.
Some people love the Mazda MX-5s that were. Those are great though, fun low roasters. It's like a Triumph but reliable.
Oh, those are hairdresser cars.
The Miatas,
Yeah,
they handle great though.
that's the kind of car a hairdresser will drive.
Yeah, getting old.
The kind of car a hairdresser would drive.
Like a
You know
Porsche
what I
9,
mean?
like a 924. What do you drive? Are you guys car guys? Are you had the was the Charger Challenger when you were here? For your road
What was
trip?
it? Corvette.
No,
Oh,
Camaro.
No, Camaro. Yeah, that one.
All right.
So no, I'm not
One
that
of
into
the
cars.
C words. Yeah.
Kirby's not into cars.
I did drive a Lamborghini the other day.
Wait, I'm not into cars. I did drive a Lamborghini the other day. You know, as does
You
there's
drove
like-
it, or you got in a
Yeah.
ride in one?
no,
It was
I
in
had it for
England.
24 hours.
Ah.
A Turo or something, or
It was a Gallardo, but that was a prize that I won from Jack Daniels.
That was our prize.
Sick.
Ah.
Just because your face was in the photo that won it.
He entered a competition, right? That was basically your best photo of Jack Daniels. It was me and him at the distillery, and he kept the fucking prize. Tell me I've not been hard done by.
I feel like this is a
He didn't pick
touchy
you up and
subject.
give you a ride?
No.
contentious.
Feels expensive.
It's nice.
Oh.
So's friendship.
So,
Dude,
so
every
where'd you
time
drive
that,
the Lamborghini to? If you weren't
To
stopping
the
by?
States, just outside of London.
Nice.
And then we went to dinner at some fancy place.
Not me and him and his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever
she
met?
doesn't even use Legos.
No.
Unbelievable.
Have you met Simon from the UK office? Either of you guys?
No.
I
Maybe.
can't remember Simon's last name. Starts with a G.
Which-
No, or he's
Oh,
a
I was just gonna ask.
super nice guy. He has got one of the silliest things I've had the pleasure to ride him. He has an original Mini, but he's put like a turbo 1.4, like a turbo 1.4 in it. And it's got a roll cage, and it has a straight cut gearbox, so the whine is
Oh, yeah.
just deafening inside. But when he hammers on that thing, it is horrifying because it's so small. It feels like you're driving a Matchbox car, and it's because again it has a short wheelbase. The whole thing is just darty and sketchy as fuck, and it's
Yeah.
not.
And if
It's
you
like
crash,
it's pretty cool,
you
isn't
know,
it? I'm like, this is terrifying.
the crumple zone is literally your knees, so.
Yeah, this
Mark Johnson is such an alpha. It was just announced, I don't like cars. Mark's like, I'm gonna talk about cars.
Dude, I like every time I've like watched Top Gear and they have like one of the crazy cars and they go driving it around like the UK. I'm always like, how do you drive a supercar on these roads? It's always like windy roads, like tight lanes. Like it boggles my mind.
Mark, did you
There's
see
a
the
Lamborghini.
episode where they
Sick.
tumbled the remots like off the
Yes.
hill? Yeah.
Is Richard Hammond was once again crashed something.
Oh, that was the electrical the electric car that he was like
Hypercar.
going up
Have
the
you
hill.
seen-
Yeah, that was
From
nuts.
Croatia, yeah.
Wow.
I sent you guys. I think I sent the TTM chat once upon a time. It was the video where the guy from I can't remember his name, the CEO of that company, does like a full factory tour. It's like a 5-part YouTube
Yeah.
series.
Yeah,
Monte
I've seen it.
Remots.
Sick.
There's a
Yeah, yeah.
ton. He's like, oh yeah, over here we do this, and you're like, that's SolidWorks on the screen, and that's eDrawings, and that's
Yeah,
that's that's some platform app right
They're
there.
a good
Like, you just
customer,
happen to catch it. You're like, oh look at that.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
2,000
That's why I
horsepower
get pumped
cars.
about him.
You see him in the background. You're like, Modern Marvels.
Where-
used to
I
have a
can't
lot of
remember.
shots
That's
back
a
in the
sharp
day.
photo.
Where are you at on electric cars, Mark Johnson? Love them or hate them or indifferent?
He'll be won over eventually. Who cares?
I know, right? I mean, there's so much
well,
torque.
No, I mean they perform they perform a great function, and the Ford Lightning truck is actually really interesting to me because
Yeah, I think it's going to be
'cause
a
I
thing that
don't-
turns people around.
I want four-wheel I want a 4-wheel drive truck, and I want it, and I'm plugging in and it's fine, but I feel like they're soulless appliances. Having driven I've driven
Right.
Tom's Model 3, and you know, he's ridden in my
Yeah.
car, and you know, I took Zayas for a ride in my car, and stomped on the gas, and Gross and Zayas were like, "Oh my god, this is horrifying!"
Oh my god!
And so like. It's just different. It's once the acceleration is, hey Rachel, the
A
acceleration.
legend has joined us.
What up, Rachel? What?
It does go on a smidge
Can
long.
you
that one.
descend down from the ceiling?
Yeah, that was very strange. Hi, guys.
So real quick, what's your opinion on sour cream donuts, Legos, and electric cars? Go.
No, yes, I don't know.
That's good.
Good choices.
Welcome, Rachel.
Fantastic.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I've been watching y'all this morning. I was finally like, okay, I should maybe get up and say hi.
What have you
Nice.
thought of 3D Experience World so far?
I don't know. It's been cool. It's been cool to sit over here and watch y'all do it.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say you're usually behind the scenes all the time.
Nice.
No, it's been great. I like the skits. The skits have been top notch. That's been fun.
They were good this year.
Yeah, they were very good.